Hello, everybody. Welcome to the part 2 of our 4-part series of the book, Burn the Business Plan, by American economist Carl Schramm. In the previous part of the book, we talked about why creating a business plan doesn't make sense for the entrepreneurs and how with time entrepreneurs get better in the art of creating a company. Now in the second part, let's discuss why do entrepreneurs create a company in the first place and why you should create a company and what motivates an entrepreneur to dedicate years to their company. So, let's get it started. What motivates anyone to take the risk and persevere to build a successful company? Many might think it's about money, and it's true that it eventually results into making good money because of the value created. But for entrepreneurs who created some really big companies were never truly driven by making money. It wasn't the primary motivation. If that were true, why would they work even after earning billions of dollars and turning old? Entrepreneurs motivated by the primary goal of making money are the ones who collectively makes the 99% of the startups fail. It's widely noticed that the rest 1% of the entrepreneurs develop a sense of responsibility for the idea and a sense of obligation to those who could benefit from it. They know that if they don't put this out where others can benefit from it, they will be wasting an opportunity to help. There's a study that speculated that about 35% of all the US-based company entrepreneurs are dyslexic. And there's a HBO special documentary named Journey into Dyslexic, where they show why dyslexic tend to create more businesses. For most organizations, dyslexia is covered by disability and inclusion policies, and only 16% of the people suffering through that receive any attention on that, and they expect it to just fit in the organization. These people who later become entrepreneurs tend to operate outside of the system and tradition, as like to break and rebuild things in a way that they believe is better. Their dyslexic thinking means they don't just think in a single stream or linear way. They approach every situation from multiple sides at the same time. They can process all those perspectives at once and find a solution faster. Dyslexic thinking drives how they look at the world, solve problems, and see opportunities. Just because they are treated differently in the society and other relevant places where they are expected to work in a certain way, but they just know clearly that they just can't work in that manner. They change places, companies, jobs, etc. much often than regular and realize that the things are same almost everywhere, and many times they take upon the charge of creating an environment as per their own set of thinking. They later on start their company to avoid the constraints and rules that they hated when working for others. They see innovation opportunities in an intuitive big picture way. This sense of seeing the world differently is often mentioned by dyslexic adults who have succeeded in environments of their own making. Another trait which is observed by innovators is their appetite for self-learning, reading widely, keen observation for a consistent time, immense curiosity, and risking things. The majority of the things that they learn in their life are self-taught. They have their way of doing things, and they just can't be forced to do anything for a long time. Such a way of living a life develops a very different mind, which is called as contrarian thinking, where they possess a diverse set of knowledge about a lot of things. Roger Hollingsworth argues that all innovations involve the synthesis of ideas that have not previously been brought together, and these people fill that slot. They aren't taught about how to create a business as it cannot be taught in the same manner as other skills or specializations. Creating a business is an organic process which is shaped by the background, experience, and acuity of the entrepreneur and his inclination to see that solving a problem is necessary or useful and the solution is marketable. Unexpected events and moments of frustration have prompted these innovators to seize upon problems that they thought would be worth solving for themselves and others. Very few companies are started as a result of a purposeful search for an opportunity. Most results from the recognition of a real problem faced by themselves or by the masses in the past, present, or could occur in potential future. They are empathetic by nature from their childhood and love to help the people around them. That's why they keep the intention of genuinely helping society through their product and service in some possible ways. There you have it. In the third part of the book, we will look into what is the curse to the entrepreneurs and how corporates help foster the entrepreneur.